Stay down. Come on, up, up. Down. Down.
EA Sports.
So, what's gonna happen is this. Around 1 o'clock, maybe, in that area, I'm gonna go upstairs and get a shower. You both are gonna go upstairs and wait until I get out of the shower. Cannot have y'all down here by yourselves. So, and then what's possibly gonna happen is I'm going to take you to mommy's work.
Why?
So because nobody's gonna be here to watch you.
I get to watch her.
No,
I'm the oldest woman, so I get to watch.
yeah, you are the oldest one. You are, but you're not old enough to stay by yourself. Even though I think you'll probably be okay with being by yourself for like a half an hour, but you know, no.
Right. Right? See, you didn't want it. Bam.
The NFL on EA Sports brings us to North Carolina and Bank of America Stadium here in Charlotte. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerged from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with the Buffalo Bills. The Panther kicker, Zane Gonzalez, has us ready to go, and we are underway here from Bank of America Stadium.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Mike's 7. Night, sweetheart. 7's a Mike. Mike 7. Who that? Who that?
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Forced out to his left. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
Now, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
He's going to fire one, corner of the end zone, and it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively, and it'll bring up second down.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
7, Mike 7. Don't get nervous. 7's a Mike.
On 2nd and 10, Allen. Touchdown, Bills. Stephon Diggs, 31 yards, and the Bills have taken the early lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Amir Abdullah going to take it out of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 27. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Here's Newton.
Let's go, D.
Flushed out right. And I think the ball's out, and the Bills have recovered.
All right, let's be frank. You hate the fumble at the end of the play, but prior to that, I liked a lot of what was going on. Tucks it down, takes off, picks up good yardage. But in that portion of the field, that close to the sideline,
Step out.
yeah, either get down or get out of bounds. Take care of the ball.
Yeah, he had the yards, but then the mistake. Here's Allen following the fumble recovery. Then finding Emmanuel Sanders here. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A big gain there for the Bills.
A very nice job right there, working the middle of the field, able to create some separation and then utilize it to not just make the catch, but turn upfield once he got the ball in his hands.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. To throw, it's Allen. Flush to his right. Sanders got it. Touchdown, Buffalo. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Not even 2 minutes into this football game, already we've had 2 scores.
You know how much I like to read about teams of old, right? The teams of yesteryear. There were some teams that were known as the point-a-minute teams. Well, obviously in a 60-minute game, that's 60-plus points. But 2 touchdowns in the first 2 minutes? My calculator doesn't operate that well.
And now on the other side, they better wake up. They haven't even gotten off the bus yet. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Jerry Hughes too strong as he's in for the sack. But when you're down a couple of scores like this, CD, you can't afford too many plays that go in the wrong direction like that one.
Yeah, when you take a good look at it broadly, sacks are better than giving up an interception. But where they are on the scoreboard, they've got to get rid of all of that and just create positive plays for themselves in order to have a chance. Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big connection on that one, 35 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Good call there on 1st down, and Brandon, I'm getting better over the years at not screaming out, screen, screen, screen with my defensive training. They want to keep those pass rushers honest, and they did so there, and they wind up picking up positive yardage.
Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit, and find our way back into this game. And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
It's complete. Abdullah. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second down and goal. Newton.
Y'all playing the wrong
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that'll make it 3rd and goal. They run. Abdullah. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Abdullah taking it in from a yard out. And the Panthers are able to get this back within a touchdown. Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. After the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. McKenzie now from his end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
All that for a 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
I know you felt that one.
So the shotgun snap to Allen, eluding the pressure right. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's what really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
Allen now on 1st down. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
And that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Allen flushed out right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Going deep for Diggs.
Make it happen, Captain.
And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Bass on for the extra point. And oh, he clanks it off the right upright, and it's no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey, and he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough, and now 4th down.
Here we go. You can set with 8. 8. Gun.
They snap it to Newton. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Play action. It's Newton. Hauled in by Anderson, left side. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
54. It's our field.
Newton throwing again. There's Tremble, the tight end. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage. To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free, and there's another example, another incompletion.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6.
I'm going to come back to you.
Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
But this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
Gonzalez's kick is good. And that cuts into the deficit. It's now 20-10. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Mike 7.
All day, punk.
7's a Mike 7.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Flush to his right. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this second half. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
And his throw here's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And he is going to have a Panthers first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Newton. Escaping the pressure right. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
A.J. Klein on the tackle there. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Newton. He goes underneath to Abdullah. And some room to roam now. Touchdown! Amir Abdullah. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Panthers have got it back to a 1-score game. Gonzalez able to tackle the PAT. And the lead is down to a field goal. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Isaiah McKenzie now on the return. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
On 2nd down, Singletary. Taking it right down Broadway.
Woo! Give me some.
And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Devin Singletary, 63 yards. And the Bills will add on to their lead.
Well, I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown, and cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
A good gain on first, has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a play fake, and it's Newton. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds.
And you trying to swerve me, my guy?
This isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
He gets this one to Hubbard, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield. And he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
Being chased out left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. That's caught inside.
They gotta stop bailing you out, bro.
Taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the third quarter. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the red zone now, Newton eluding the pressure right. Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Bills are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Allen's throw here taken in by Knox. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45.
You think man defense is going to do something, my guy?
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. Flushed out right. Looking for Sanders here on the deep ball. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big gain there for the Bills. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Allen now looks to throw. Flush to his right. And that'll be incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Throwing now is Allen. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got it. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1.
And that pickup of a 1st down, That's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here, down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. From the gun, it's Allen. Touchdown, Bills! Devin Singletary. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Bills will extend their lead. So Allen breaks the huddle, and his guys will go for 2 here.
Wide, get wide. Watch twist. Watch out.
Allen will try to throw for it. Sliding out of the pocket. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Through the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Gregory Rousseau. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Throwing is Newton. And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever.
Here we go.
Now it's Newton.
Check. 154. Let's go, D.
And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
I like what they tried to do there. Tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a 1st down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
Here's Lachlan Edwards now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They've got a chance now to put this game away following that last defensive stop and punt. And some room to maneuver. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. 91 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
5 wide.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen, eluding the pressure right. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Dawson Knox, 66.
Yeah, time to get up out of here, loser.